Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Peace. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2022 or 23. The album or 24. Dad or 25. AF. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. I never said I was a good singer. I'm a rock singer like Gabby Hanna. All right, let's get into today's video. Hold on a second. I'm a rock star. Oh, that's a crystal. Oh, you might be wondering why I have this crystal here. I have all kinds of things here. So let me get into this video. Today we're going to talk about Trisha Paytas and the fact that Trisha Paytas is going broke. I'm not. Okay? Because I know how to save my money and I know how to appropriately spend my money. I'm not going broke. Trisha Paytas is. So I have to clarify that because in one of Trisha Paytas' newest TikToks, okay, she talked about that when you say going broke in reference to Trisha Paytas, basically what you're doing is you are manifesting that you are going to go broke, okay? But I want to make sure that the universe fully understands. I, Peter Monn, am not, okay? I am making and thriving and making tons of money off of my Trisha Paytas content. Manifest that, universe, okay? Trisha Paytas is going broke, okay? I think the universe understands. If they don't, I'm sure they have, just like Whitney, all the receipts, because Trisha Paytas is spending more money, okay, than all the receipts that are out there. What receipts? So, but just to manifest this and make sure that I have everything that that the universe understands, okay, that I'm not manifesting that for myself. I'm not going broke. Trisha Paytas is going broke. I have my crystal right here. Okay, so I'm going to put my crystal right here so everybody understands. And then I need to light a spiritual candle. Okay, now I've been taking lessons on spiritual manifestation from the expert, Trisha Paytas. So I need to light a spiritual candle. For my spiritual candle, I chose to use Bath & Body Works Island Margarita. But you can choose whatever candle you want. You can use The Perfect Christmas. You could use Gingerbread House. You could use lemon chiffon. Is that what's the lemon candle that the lady went crazy? The lady said go home. That the lady went crazy about, that she had to have, I can't remember. Oh, peach. It was peach Bellini. You could use a peach Bellini for your spiritual candle. Just make sure that you have a crystal and a spiritual candle. And then the only thing that you need, well, you also need some lip gloss because it's not spiritual. It just makes you look pretty. But then the last thing that you need to have is a drama conch, okay? And then you say, oh, drama conch. Please let the universe know I am thriving. Trisha Paytas is going broke. Do you understand? She wants more chicken nuggets in the Maldives. What? Yes, I have read Trishy Land on Reddit today. What? It does appear all signs point to yes, that Trishy is going broke. All right, so now that the universe understands, it's fair to get into this video. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. All right, let's get into this video. I did a video a couple days ago, and I talked about Trisha Paytas going broke. Trisha Paytas is spending all this money, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why people find it so funny. I get this comment a lot on my videos. People will say things like, drink, every time Peter says Trisha Paytas, or whatever. It's her name. People are like, he doesn't just say Trisha anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what happened for me. I've been converted, and so now I just say Trisha Paytas, always. I don't just say Trisha. But anyway, I did this video and I talked about how Trisha Paytas was flying to the Maldives on her honeymoon. I'm paying $21,000 for this first class, let's call it a bungalow. Okay, a bungalow. And that she was selling these Birkins, selling these cars, and all this kind of stuff. To pay for the honeymoon, I don't know, okay? But, people are speculating that Trisha Paytas is running out of money. Trisha Paytas is not, I do say it a lot, don't I? I do say it a lot. Trisha isn't getting the kind of views she was getting on videos and all that kind of stuff. I talked about that in my last video. So I'm like in my head kind of thinking about how I want to put this all into order. So then what happened, okay, was on the heels of Trisha Paytas filming this TikTok and then filming this video. Hold on a second, let me pull up this video. Oh, this was so simple. It came right up and it said it was her butter noodles video. Why is that? Oh, because they're eating butter noodles under the ocean. Yeah, okay. And then there's a whole thread over on the Trishy Land. Have you guys seen Trishy Land on the Reddit? Oh my God. Next to the Shane Dawson and the Beauty Guru Reddit, it's the best thread. I mean, it is the best thread on Reddit. Trishy Land, go over. They cover, listen. They see stuff I didn't even know. But anyway, Trisha Paytas did this video, and it was called Eating Butter Noodles Underneath the Ocean because she's staying at the Conrad in the Maldives, and she's staying underneath the ocean. People are speculating this honeymoon cost something like $300,000, $350,000. I don't know. I haven't sat down and done the math. I could, but I haven't. Okay, so Trisha Paytas posted this video, eating butter noodles under the ocean, underwater mukbang, 8 hours ago. It's sitting at 22,000 views. She's not even pulling the kind of views that drama channels get on a bad day anymore, And then Trisha Paytas did a video trying McDonald's in Dubai, 57,000 views, because of all of the things that you could do in Dubai, that was the one thing that she chose to do. And then, okay, hold on a second. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go over here to her main channel. Here it is, her main channel. She did her first class food review and 68,000 views. And then I flew the 21,000 first class ticket to the Maldives, 95,000 views, okay? Now, what's interesting about this is when you look up comparable, let's just say first class seats, and you Google that or search that on YouTube and you look at other people that have done it, okay? 6.5 million views. Casey Neistat, when he did it, got 76 million views. Here it is, flying first class, $16,000 ticket, 3.2 million views. If you go through here, I mean, it's 267,000 views, 345,000 views, 6.5 million views, 8.6 million views. That's from the Points guy. 5 million views, 52 million views, Casey Neistat again, 30 million views, 1 million view, hold on a second. Ooh, Sebastian Soto. I was like, he flew first class to the Maldives, 8.3 million views, but it's 8.3 thousand. Hey, Sebastian. Hold on a second. 7.7 million views. That's an ASMR video, okay? So it goes on and on and on. 347,000 views from Tech Trendy, 166,000 views. Trisha Paytas is literally getting the lowest views ever for this first class plane ticket video. That I have to believe Trisha thought she was going to get views off the chart and all this kind of stuff. I want to discuss something here that I think is really important. A lot of people are asking, is Trisha doing this to write this off on taxes? Yada, yada, yada. Is that why she's filming all this stuff for her wedding and her honeymoon? Does she, how people are asking how much of this can you write off and all this kind of stuff. I don't know the exact number, so you would need to talk to an accountant, okay? But what I do know, having talked to an accountant about entertainers or which YouTubers fall underneath that, is that you can't write like 100% off of something, right? So for example, I got this shirt at Target. It was $9.99. Okay, we'll just round up to $10 to make it easy, okay? Do I use this shirt for, and I don't write off my Target shirts, okay? Just to make this very, very clear. I'm just using this as an example. I've never written off a Target shirt, okay? But let's just say if I did, okay? This shirt, $10, right? So what my accountant would do is she would say, what percentage of the time do you use that shirt for YouTube videos? And if I said, I use this shirt every day, and she'd say, how often do you use that shirt not on video? And I'd say, well, my videos are 20 minutes, so I don't know, let's say 3% of my day is using this shirt for a video. The rest of it is me wearing the shirt just to go out, run errands, and do stuff. She'd say, you're allowed to use 3% of that shirt for the cost of that shirt. So whatever 3% is, what is that, 30 cents? Whatever 3% is of that cost is what you can use, right? So for example, if you're filming in a certain space, right, but you're also living there, you can only use a percentage of that. You can't write off the whole thing. So it's like, The same thing goes for surgeries. The same thing goes for trips. So she is not allowed to write off this whole thing. She cannot write, I mean, any accountant can tell you that. She cannot write off 100% of this trip. She can't even write off 100% of that flight because she's also using the flight for going on her honeymoon. So there are two reasons that she's using it. So I mean, do people do that? I'm sure they do, okay? I'm sure they do and say, well, I used it for this video. Now, I will tell you this. If Trisha got in a plane and flew to the Maldives and turned around and flew back on that same said flight or whatever, specifically just to film content, then yes, she probably could use 100% of that flight for that. But going on her honeymoon, even though she's filming content, I don't believe that you can. I've always understood that there's a percentage that you can take of that, but no, you can't take 100% of that. So when people are like, she's doing all of this, you know, whatever. I do believe she's filming a lot of this for views. I also believe that she is filming a lot of this to cut some of the costs because she probably is writing some of this off. I have to believe that she is. I think most YouTubers do that kind of stuff. But do I think that she's probably in her head thinking, I'm going to write 50% of this off and then the other 50%. So it's not really a $21,000 plane ticket. It's a $10,000 plane ticket. And as we know, Moses didn't sit in first class. He was back in coach. So this is really what I wanted to talk about in this video. Did you guys hear about this? Okay. So Moses posted this TikTok, okay? And people were like, they got on, I can't pronounce the name of this airline. Emirates? I'll never be on it because I would love to go to the Maldives or whatever, and I'd love to live in one of those bungalows for the trip. But that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's a car kind of money. Where Trisha Paytas says she doesn't ever flaunt her money and things. Well, yeah, you do, girl. I mean, just own it if you're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, don't apologize for it. Don't excuse it. Just own it and say, I'm really excited I get to take this flight. Instead, she's like this, look at me with my caviar and my bungalow that I can't afford because I had to sell a Birkin for it. She's already telling people in videos she's going broke, but yet she spent $21,000 on these plane tickets. Okay, so on Moses' TikTok, he posted some TikTok or a picture or something, and people got on the seat chart for the plane and looked to see, hold on a second, Island Margarita. Just wanted to make sure my spiritual candle was still working, okay? Just wanted, spiritual candle of the world! I want to fly Emirates Airlines in the bungalow. Will you please, by putting that out in there into the universe? Do you hear me, drama conch of the world? He said, American coach. Allegiant if you're lucky. But anyway, what? He said, book Spirit. Book Spirit and Allegiant over here. So anyway, so people were taking pictures, or people saw this and they looked at the seating chart and they saw that Moses' picture was actually behind the wing, okay? I love that people have the time. You all need to start drama channels, seriously. I mean, we're so lazy. We just take the work that you do and we apply it to our videos. Y'all should start drama channels. You should. You guys are just so good at the research. So, by the way, I just want to say, when I'm all hyped up and I'm excited and all that kind of stuff, you know, I get several comments. This is probably from people that don't know my story and stuff like that. But could y'all just set them straight from now on? I'm real tired of getting the comments where people are like, oh, this guy is so coked up, or he's on Adderall or whatever like that. Like, I've been sober 27 years. I really think that that's just completely offensive when somebody says that. And if somebody's new and they don't know that, hey, I get it, totally. You know, like, hey, you know, whatever. You're bad, as the kids say. Do the kids even say that anymore? I don't think they do. But no problem. You're bad. No worries. But can somebody just in the comment section when they say that, like, set them straight in case they choose to come back? They don't need to make that same comment. So anyway, I just have a lot of energy and I just love life and I love making videos and that's why I'm so energetic. So, but anyway, that and a million other reasons probably. But so they took this, they saw this where he was sitting on the plane and they saw that he was sitting behind the wing, okay? So then everybody was like, Trisha Paytas is sitting in first class and her assistant, her husband, is sitting in coach, okay? So that was like the new storyline. Well, Trisha Paytas acted like she didn't care. Honey Badger, you know, Honey Badger don't care. Trisha Paytas acted like she didn't care. And then she comes out and she posts these two TikToks. So here, I'm going to play them for you.
You know what I don't understand is people's like elitist comments like this. Like, one, my husband would be that husband that would let me take a first class flight and sit in economy. He wasn't even to check his TikTok. I'm not the type of wife who would do that. Obviously, if we weren't going to splurge, we could just do economy. There's nothing wrong with economy, especially going to the Maldives. How many people get to go to the Maldives in their lifetime? Like, it's expensive, so there's nothing wrong with economy. I don't know. Comments like this give me that same energy as when I was renting my home, and they're like, oh, well, she doesn't have money because she's, like, renting her house. And it's like, what is people's obsession with how people live their life and spend their money and what class they're in? Like, I share this stuff because, like, I'm a content creator. But, like, dang, y'all out here be, like, hating on everything. Just, you know, stop and enjoy the fishies. How about that? Okay, thanks. I guess these comments are, like, supposed to offend me, but, like, even if I spent every last dollar, at least I'm, like, enjoying my life. That's what I like to preach. I never claimed to be, like, super wealthy. I've always said I like to spend my money. Is that a crime? I spend my money on experiences. My husband also works. I don't know. And also, if someone is going broke, like, all you're saying to the universe is going broke, so the universe is hearing that for you. So I don't know if you want to manifest all that, but to quote one of my favorite TikTok sounds, if you're boring, just say it. But seriously, I've been broke. I've been richer than I am now. And, like, I've always been the same experiences, life, worrying about myself. You guys, there's a cool fish. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing that fish? Whoa. Anyways, have a great day. Speak words of gratitude for other people too, because it comes right back to you.
Okay, so that's what Trisha Paytas had to say. Now, I think Trisha Paytas is kind of confused a little bit, right? I think Trisha thinks that first of all, does she not realize she's the one putting the information out there in the world? She's telling people that she's going broke. She's in live streams saying that she regrets that she ever had her LA wedding and that it was too expensive and she shouldn't have spent money on the invitations, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And then she's getting in this first class bungalow and, you know, all this kind of stuff, saying she doesn't have the money for it. She's the one selling Birkin. She's the one coming up with replica rings and selling her cars and all this kind of stuff and talking about it. Girl, you want to put that out there in the world? Don't forget about that. You're manifesting your own destiny, see? I mean, you're putting that out there, but then you're wanting to control the narrative, that 2021 word, and you're basically wanting to say, but I don't want anybody to talk about it. No, she wants people to talk about it. She loves that people are talking about it, right? And so she wants people to continue to talk about all this stuff and how foolish it is and whatever. What I don't think that Trisha Paytas understands is, I think she's under the belief that, like, we want her to go broke, okay? Now, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. And I'm sure that there are some of you out there that are like, hell yes, I want her to go broke, okay? She's foolish and she deserves it. Well, I'm not somebody that's going to sit up here all day long. I don't like putting that kind of energy on somebody, okay? I hope that Trisha Paytas is the happiest married, happiest living, thriving, successful human being on the face of the earth. And I'll tell you why. Because one of the things that I have learned in my life is that I have to want for others what I want for myself, okay? Because if there are people out there that I wish less on, then yes, I do believe that that is how I'm going to view the world. And so I have to want that for everybody else. And I do want that for everybody else, you know? What I really want for Trisha Paytas is to stop all this nonsense and this foolishness, okay? Because this is the thing she doesn't understand about why this first class video isn't doing very well, okay? If Trisha Paytas hadn't trolled for the last 6 months to a year as hardcore as she had, and she hadn't offended in the last year as many communities as she had, and she had brought people along for the ride of being engaged, okay? And sitting down and actually talking about the cost of a wedding and the planning of it. She showed everything anyway. She should have just sat down and showed that and said, man, we really regret this, and this is what we did. I mean, if she had shown the planning of it and then showed afterwards what things she would have cut back on, and she did that in a live stream. I saw that in a live stream where she went through all that kind of stuff. But the problem was she's just now wanting to, like, normalize her channel, see? There's all of the foolishness with the religions. I call it foolishness on her end. It's the offensiveness of the religions. It's the offensiveness of the other communities that she's offended and then retracted her statements and put them back there, taking no accountability that has pushed people away. Had she not done that, this video right now of flying first class to the Maldives would probably be sitting at 400,000, 500,000, 600,000 views. if you go base it on her views from her videos 2 to 3 years ago, her mukbang of sitting underneath the ocean, I think that's kind of an interesting video to see from somebody. 3 to 4 years ago, 400 to 500,000 views on that video instead of 68 that it's, or 22 that it's sitting at right now, okay? Trisha Paytas ruined her own career because she can't take responsibility. Now, I don't know if Trisha Paytas' lack of taking responsibility is because she believes that will further help her trolling on YouTube, and Trisha Paytas at this point doesn't believe that she can have a career on YouTube unless she's trolling, or if she legitimately does not see that she has a part in anything that is going on in all of this offensive behavior that she has done. But it is the downfall to her own career. That is without a doubt, okay? And now she's coming out and she says she doesn't have money for this and whatever. What is new about that, okay, is that Trisha has always bragged about, she says in the TikTok that, you know, she's never been somebody to this and whatever, girl. Okay, you've always thrown your Louis Vuitton around and done these exclusive unboxings. Hell, if you guys don't remember, I think it was 2 years ago or something like that, you know, in the middle of nobody having any money, Trisha Paytas did this extensive what I bought myself for Christmas or what I got for Christmas video, and it was all high-end stuff, blah, 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 whatever. More power to you. You work your butt off. You deserve those things if you feel like that's what you want, right? But don't say you don't throw it in people's faces, okay? You could, I mean, it's all in framing. You could film this video and be like, this is the honeymoon of my lifetime that I always wanted to take, instead of saying, here I am in first class, okay? Well, now she's come out and said that, you know, there was no truth to the fact, the things she cares about, right? When she says, I don't care about the money stuff. I don't care about having to prove this to anybody. The thing she is concerned about is proving to everybody that Moses was not sitting in coach. So it's complete contradiction to everything that she says. I don't care about what anybody thinks about me and the money. I've never had to prove that to anybody, and I'm not going to prove it now, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know why people say this, but he wasn't sitting in coach, and let me prove this to you. And how does she prove it? She films this TikTok of Moses sitting in first class getting served food, okay? And what to me looks like, this just, my opinion! As Tamara said on Real Housewives of Orange County, what it looks like to me, I'm so happy Heather Dubrow is back. She has saved that show. But can I tell you something about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? You know, my husband and I caught up last night. Those gals have lost their minds. All of them. The only two that I like are Heather and Whitney on that show anymore. They've all lost their minds. You know, as Meredith said to Jen Shaw, you're disgusting. I think they're all disgusting. I've lost my mind watching that show last night, okay? Anyway, so what was I saying? Trisha Paytas. Oh, so they filmed this ridiculous TikTok, okay, of Moses basically sitting in what looks to me like Trisha Paytas' bungalow in first class, okay? And I could just hear that conversation. Sweetie, I really just need to film this for my video. Like, you don't care to sit back there, do you? And she even said, because he's my husband, that he would sit back there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Like, that implies... I'll say, I was like, Peter, watch your words. I'm not watching my words anymore. Forget it, okay? If your husband would sit in coach while you fly first class, that implies that your husband is a doormat. My husband would no sooner sit in coach while I flew first class to the Maldives. He would say, are you crazy? Maybe you sell that first class ticket and both of us fly business class, and that'll be the video that you want to film. But no, I'm not sitting back in coach for 20 hours while you fly first class, and 5 minutes of that is your video. No, that's not going to happen, okay? So the fact that she even implied that to her made it look like, oh, Moses loves me so much that if I ask him to sit in first class or sit in coach, he would do it. I was like, first of all, that's very telling of your relationship, and you just let the entire world know that your husband is subservient to you, and that's not how a marriage should be. And as somebody that spent almost 3 years in marriage counseling and to save my marriage that we almost ended in divorce, trust me, I know, okay? There needs to be somewhat of an equal balance and be on the same page, which you'll never be in a marriage, but you want to be as close as you can get. But to say that your husband would be just fine sitting in coach while you flew first class, I'm like, girl, that's a sad statement that you're making towards your husband. What else is he willing to tolerate at the expense of just being married to you? Like, I think it's sad that she even put that out in the world, you know? So anyway, then they film this TikTok, and it's Moses, and he's getting served this tray and whatever. Hey, Judy, the flight attendant, so but he thinks that I didn't, So could we do this with my husband so that we have the TikTok? Yeah, just same bungalow. Just bring a tray. We're going to put his bag underneath the first part of it. Yeah, same bungalow. We're just going to make it look like, yeah, thank you so much. Oh, you want me to sign an autograph for you? Okay, sure. So anyway, girl, whatever. And who'd care? Who'd care, right? But what I don't understand is this. From the get-go, okay? From the gate. From the get-go fountain pop. Why, if you had two $21,000 pods, wouldn't you do a video showing both pods? Why wouldn't you film yours and then go show his across the hallway, I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. To me, it seems kind of whatever. But more power to her. I mean, the thing is, to me, is that she cares so much about that. So I wanted to go over to Trisha Land for just a second, and I wanted to read to you guys this. You guys, it is unreal over on this. So this is Trisha Land. It is Trishyland. I don't know why Trisha is striking all these drama channels to take down the drama channels. She ought to get this taken down. This is the real deal right here, okay? Yeah, I'm telling. Yeah. You want to see some threads? Oh my God. Like, literally, there's like 250 threads just about them eating dinner underwater. I mean, I'm exaggerating, obviously. But there's a lot. So this one says she's already admitted to being in debt. So let her keep spending money to prove us wrong. She's literally digging a financial hole she cannot get out of. She has no sponsors, no AdSense, no views, nothing. But she wants to keep up her image. Let her. She'll be broken as hell in no time. And somebody said, imagine getting yourself in such bad debt to prove to faceless strangers that you are wealthy. Absolutely pathetic. Someone said, I don't know why they're so bothered by the way I spend my own money. Just because I, have money and they don't. What's this? Trisha, you literally admitted you have no coin. So we are roaring laughing at your crappy decisions. This will ruin your husband's credit and seal your fate, regardless of how good you think your vibes are or how many crystals you rub together. I need the crystals. I need all the crystals. I need the drama conch. He told me to repost a picture of that cash cat on Twitter. I'm doing it. And on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and you can see the cash cat. And if you're watching this video, I'm telling you right now, it works every single time. I'm going to the casino tonight. You gotta retweet and reshare the cash cat, okay? The cat cash, the cat with all the cash around it. If you retweet it, cash is coming your way. Trisha, I'm telling you, girl, you're going to need to pay the debt on this honeymoon. You need to reshare my picture of the cash cat. Okay, let's see. Somebody compared her to Dory. Sitting under the water. I do think that place looks cool. I'm so deathly afraid of sharks, so I wouldn't want to eat underneath her. I'd be like, can we stay on the third floor or something like that? Okay. Somebody said, honestly, at this rate, she'll be filing for bankruptcy by June. She's constantly trying to maintain a lifestyle with funds she doesn't have. She's going to take, people are saying she's going to take Moses' credit down too. I don't know about all that. I'm not going to speculate. But a lot of people do talk about the fact that she has talked in the past about her father helping her out with finances and setting up all this kind of stuff, right? I think it's interesting when people always these are the Trisha fans that, this is my main issue with the Trisha fandom, okay? Is that when people say, Trisha Paytas is going broke. You guys are like this. Oh, Peter. Trisha Paytas is not going broke. She said in a video that she has many, many financial advisors and that she works with her father and all this, right? So that is a fact, okay? But then Trisha Paytas coming out and saying countless 9 million other things that are absolute proven lies, okay? Go back and watch the whole stripper diary thing. I still can't get over that she held this diary up that was completely empty, and then a month later it was completely filled, and she said it was from years ago. Okay, what's your answer to that? Mum's the word. No answer, right? Because it only fits your narrative, 2021 word, when you don't want Trisha Paytas to be a liar. But when the things that she says, oh, I have all this financial advice and whatever, blah, 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 from all these people, I have all these financial investments. How do you differentiate being a Trisha Paytas fan? What's the truth and what's the lies? Because at this point, about 95% of what she has put out there in the world is lies. So how do you know the difference? Because I don't know the difference, and I don't think most people know the difference, right? So for me, that's where it just gets really I don't get it, is when the fans use the things that Trisha Paytas says as truth. But it's like, and hey, listen, as somebody that followed Trisha Paytas for a long time and made excuses for her, and yes, gave her free passes back in the day, because I liked Trisha, I did the same thing. I say, well, Trisha said in a video, blah, blah, and people will be like, how do you believe her? She's a complete liar. And I'm like, I'm just a Trishy's fishy, you know? I don't know. I have seen the light, okay? I have seen the light. She's a fake, she's a phony, she's a liar, all right? And she has bankrolled people for years on that. Glitterbox. Let's go and see what other comments are in here. Somebody said, love this karma for her. Somebody said, I think it was already paid for. They have booked it in advance while she was still doing frenemies, I think. Back then, she was making lots of money. She's still considered one of the highest paid people on OnlyFans and simultaneously was making money on frenemies. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Trisha has ran out of religion to troll, so now she's doing this. Okay, it goes on and talks about some of these other sponsorships. Fashion Nova. It did drop her, if I'm not mistaken. That's why the post videos she makes about the clothing. Oh, no. I don't know that Fashion Nova. I don't know anything about that. I'm not somebody that believes in going for somebody's sponsors. I think that's low. You don't do that, right? You know, if Trisha Paytas, whatever. If somebody wants to sponsor Trisha Paytas, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just to make sure, one more time. Are you there? I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Are you there? Oh, I wanted to sing. You know what I almost started to sing? I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. But I won't do that. Rest in peace, Meatloaf. I loved him so much. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.